wearing all black.
Aloha! Here with JC and Jeff.
Ain't no time for school today.
Hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut lob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with cart girls. They're better looking, serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo!
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is JC, and this is the Aloha Press Show. First and foremost, got to address the elephant in the room. This is going to be another solo show. Unfortunately, Jeff, my co-host, could not make it tonight. Things get in the way, and again, we got a GoFundMe account to get him back here on the show. We got to, raise a few dollars, but we'll get to that later. Next week, we'll have him back, and we'll be talking all things. I think we'll be talking about the QBE or some crazy team event, which we'll be making our predictions for later in the show. But let's get to an exciting fact that I wanted to address with everyone. Was pretty simple. Had a birthday, okay, on Sunday. Celebrated my 34th birthday, and I was looking back and I recognized that like 20 years ago or like 18 years ago, I went to my high school counselor. I go, listen, it's pretty simple, right? I want to be an announcer. She's like, what are you talking about? Like an announcer at a strip club, or you want to be an announcer like a racetrack? Like what are you talking about? I go, no, I want to be on fucking TV. I want to announce like football games, or like be part of the broadcast, or be in the golfing booth. And she looks at me and goes, how's your English? And I'm like, well, technically not English. I'm more like Italian American. She goes, no, dipshit, not that English. How's your writing? And I'm like, shitty, it's horrible. Why are we talking about that? Like I don't need to write to be on TV. I just stare at a camera, talk, entertain people. And for a long time, that lady destroyed my goals in life. You come to find out after years of living your life, you recognize that there's some people in this fucking world who are a bunch of idiots. And after 34 years of being on this planet, I'm gladly to say I'm excited to be here tonight. Proud to be here. Good old Aloha Press, giving me the opportunity to sit down and talk to you and to be your announcer. So thanks for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. This morning, whenever you're listening to this podcast or YouTube show, drinking my Diet Cola. Thought there was something wrong with my camera, but no, I just got fatter in the last couple weeks. Feel like, I'm gonna have to go back to the gym, start walking those front 9 holes again to thin out. I looked at the footage last week and I realized, I've put on a few pounds of my old face here. I need to grow the beard out, okay, for winter. Get back into that beach body, like I had last year. It's just something we're working on, but I wanted to address a couple things. I found my new hangout. I found my new spot to watch golf. I'm rather excited. It's a cigar bar. Never been to one. You can smoke in this goddamn place. Have a few proper drinks, man drinks, okay, or lady drink, whatever you want to call it. It went out with my buddy Brian, the guy who smoked me in the back of the head with a golf ball. And treated me to a beautiful birthday night. Had some 12-year-old scotch, which was fucking amazing. And then had one of my favorite bourbons that I hadn't had in years. I actually lost a bet to Jeff, our co-host, and had to buy him a bottle of Blanton's bourbon, and had an opportunity to have a little glass, have a good smoke, and I got to enjoy some of the golf there on Sunday, which was absolutely remarkable. So, enough of my birthday, enough of all the nonsense, the excitement. I did almost get into a fight, which, maybe we'll cover in a later episode. Maybe the members only podcast. If you want to learn more about that, go to the website. We're going to be launching that here very, very shortly. But it was the week back. It's the week back with Tiger freaking Woods is showing up to the golf course playing host at the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas. If you did not catch it, I don't blame you. There was some exciting football on this week. I realized that I'm not a big fan of college football. I started this little business thing, and it's like 4 o'clock on the East Coast, and working outside, doing some labor, get my my sweaty startup on, and guess what? Lady comes out and goes, "Do you not watch college football?" I'm like, yeah, every other, on a Thursday maybe. She's like, "You're not watching the Georgia Alabama game?" I'm like, "No, I could care less." And it's no offense. It's just, it's just a bunch of underpaid athletes running into each other, which I love. It just isn't they're just not my teams. The Ducks have absolutely crapped on themselves. Okay. They have been wounded. It is apparently Duck season. Okay. They did not achieve the things that I needed them to achieve, and that's here nor there. I'm just going to piss off our audience in that sense. But Victor Hovland goes out to the Hero World Challenge with Tiger Woods hosting and gets the victory. Comes from like 6 back from Collin Morikawa and absolutely smokes him. Smokes Scotty Scheffler on 1 shot. Goes out there and shoots 18 under. A little faulty ending there at 17-18. Made a couple bogeys, but got the victory done. And I'm going to say, Victor Hovland, Patrick Reed. I mean, if I'm a betting man, which if you watched last week's show, I am. I made a couple wagers. Oh, they were good ones. I hit on the opposite numbers, though, which was disappointing. I picked Patrick Reed to get out there and get the victory. He was paired with Victor Hovland and did not do so. But he did wrap up a T3, going out shooting 15 under and, making the top 3, which wasn't a too bad pick. But Victor Hovland, okay, a guy I picked to actually make the top 3, goes out there and gets his, 3rd victory this year, which is rather impressive. The guy on the PGA Tour, and again, this is not an official, victory on the PGA Tour, but it is for some, world golf ranking points. Victor Hovland, I've decided, either A, doesn't drink, B, doesn't enjoy beach time. I mean, he's a big fan of the sunscreen because he's whiter than hell. But he's never won on U.S. soil, and he only wins in the Caribbean. This is a motherfucker who just goes out there, vacay time, and gets it done on some of these, pretty beautiful golf courses. He's won in Puerto Rico. He's won twice in Cancun at the Mayakoba, and now he gets a 4th victory in the beautiful crystal clear water where we host often the Aloha Press Retreat. Gets it done in the Bahamas. Victor Hovland is sketchy chipping. I mean, what is going on here? This guy is absolutely a killer when he's got a Mai Tai in his hand after 5 o'clock. I mean, he has the all-inclusive, vacation golfer of the year. This fucking guy he's got no falter in his game when it comes to the freaking, all-inclusive challenge. It's impressive. It's absolutely entertaining. The guy, I mean, fuck, he's done well for me this week. He's done well for me this year when it comes to betting. I mean, I bet this guy, I've picked him a couple times, but the dude is fucking red hot when it comes to beautiful, sunny, crystal clear water, the white sand beaches. I looked up a beautiful island home. Okay, could not afford it. It was $39 million. And I thought maybe next year we'll go attend this event because it looks fun. You got 18 of the top 20 guys in the world showing up at a Tiger Woods event. I mean, absolutely incredible. But let's talk about the real elephant in the room here. Tiger Woods, right? I mean, the guy's seen on TV. He's wearing Victory Red. The dude is fucking hitting range balls out of the golf course. And Tiger Woods he's one of those guys, I just threw my car off a fucking cliff at 85 miles an hour. Broke my leg in 100 different pieces, but no, I'm coming back, baby. And he doesn't say he's coming back in a certain way. He says it in a very odd way this week. He said that, I just show up to a couple events a year, compete a little bit. And you look at him out there grinding on the range, him and his bird legs, and he's getting it done. I don't know what he's warming up for. It looks like the father-son challenge, in a couple weeks, he might be playing with Charlie Woods out there. And that would be absolutely exciting. I'm really pumped up. I'm ecstatic that he is back just in the world of golf. And to be honest, when he jumped in the booth, he was rather sober, which was cool to see. A couple years ago, that was not an easy thing for him to accomplish. he at times in the booth was, I mean, he's like JC on his birthday. Just had a few too many. So it's good to see him back. It's weird though. Tuning into the coverage on Sunday. Sure enough, Collin Morikawa's got a 5-shot lead. Going into Sunday, he has the opportunity to go and become world number 1. And you recognize that this is an invite charity championship. This is the Tiger Woods hero, give out $3.5 million type event. I mean, they didn't invite all the guys. They didn't invite all the competition. They're giving out world ranking points. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of nerve-wracking. It's kind of weird. But I love it. Collin Morikawa, I mean, has had an absolutely spectacular career. I mean, the dude's missed like 4 cuts. I mean, he's been a stud. I mean, he's on track for something crazy stupid. Like, in the next 8 years, he has the ability to make $100 million if he just stays on the projection that he's currently on by just not missing cuts and just playing really good golf. The dude's iron play is just phenomenal. I mean, Tiger Woods compared him to Jim Furyk, which I thought was kind of funny because of their swing similarities. I don't really see it, but kind of interesting to think that this kid had a 5-shot lead going into the Bahamas, going into the Hero World Championship, having the ability to go to number 1, and the dude's got 2 major championships. He does not falter with the lead. And on the coverage Sunday, Shane Bacon was laying on a thing. It was like, just check out, guys. Have a great Sunday afternoon. Enjoy some football. Okay, golf is pretty much over with. Collin Morikawa's on the range, warming up. He's going to take their number 1 world spot. And sure shit, he did not. He pull hooked a couple of them. And sure enough, that 5-shot lead on the front 9 evaporated rather quickly. And it was just, I don't want to say it was nerve-wracking, but I think this guy's had a long season, a long year. I mean, he's had a lot to celebrate. I mean, European Tour champion player of the year, only played 3 events. And you think about it and you realize fucking guy's he's not even 25 yet. How good is Collin Morikawa going to be? How good is Victor Hovland going to be? I mean, if Victor Hovland played every event in the Caribbean, I mean, why not? Victor Hovland, if you have any chance of chasing down Tiger Woods' 82 victories, I think you just move to the Latino Tour, okay? I mean, we play the Cuban Open, go to Dominican, Corrales Punta Cana event. We could play in Mexico a couple more times, yeah? Maybe go to Puerto Rico, start your own tour. I mean, I'm just saying, why not? Why not? Play them all. Play them all. Get as many victories as you can. Not on U.S. soil. That's like the greatest thing in the world. I mean, it just, if you got a guy who you are looking at in the next couple weeks to get a victory, Hawaii looks really good for this guy. Loves the warm weather. I mean, just plays just on some of that beautiful Bermuda or wherever the hell they play on. It's impressive. It was cool to see. A couple notables. Brooks Koepka fell out. Came out with a T9. Just actually shot 2 over on Sunday. He was in the final group. A couple other notables. Scotty Scheffler continuing playing great golf. Got a second place. Sam Burns, Patrick Reed getting to that T3. What was kind of crazy though was this event. The purse isn't a lot because it's like 20 guys. Victor Hovland got paid $1 million, and last place got $100,000. That's pretty good. Jordan Spieth +6 goes out there, gets $100,000. Little charity event. Henrik Stenson +1, and those are your really shitty golfers. The next closest was Roy McIlroy -6, which was entertaining. Did not get to see a lot of this particular event, but was a little disappointed. Patrick Reed did not wear his victory red on Sunday, and unfortunately did not get the victory. He was looking a little chunky out there, looking like he was ready to get the victory. But anyways, pretty pumped up about the future of golf. I'm excited about winter golf starting in January. In the next couple weeks, we are going to be essentially golf free. I mean, there's going to be a beautiful event out in where the hell is this tournament? The QBE shootout round 1 starts on Friday. It's going to be out at beautiful Naples, Florida. It's a 12 two-person team event out at the Tiburon Golf Club. It's going to host some LPGA season-ending CME Group Tour Championship. Anyways, Matt Kuchar, Harris English is your defending champion last year, the 2020. They went out there and shot a record low something, which was not particularly impressive. Who really cares? But we got a couple guys in the field worth noting. We can make a little wager, put some cash on the line, fly out to Vegas, okay? Push the chips into onto black and see what the old the ball rolls it on. You've got Sam Burns, Billy Horschel plus 380. Jason Kokrak, Kevin Na plus 550. Harris English, Matt Kuchar plus 600. Jason Day, Mark Leishman plus 750. Max Homa, Kevin Kisner plus 750. Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood. Yeah, Corey Connors, Graham McDowell at plus 1,000. Brian Harmon, Hudson Swafford, and Matt Jones, Ryan Palmer, Sean O'Leary, and Will Zalatoris at plus 1,200. I, for whatever reason, thought, for some crazy reason, that Bubba Watson was playing with someone else. And I don't see him on here, which is odd. Oh, sorry. And we also have at plus 3,300. Didn't even make the golfweek.com freaking betting odds. I gotta get this Vegas insider knowledge here. We got Bubba Watson and Lexi Thompson at plus 3,300. I kind of like that. Then you got Brant Seneker and KH Lee at plus 1,600. I'm looking at this the QBE shootout. It's an interesting format. It's not anything. It sounds to me like, sounds like something we would put together, to be honest with you. It's so we got a format. Friday it's a scramble. Saturday is an alternate shot, and Sunday you got best ball. So these guys are going to go super low. Looking forward to it. I mean, I'm going to tune in. The people I actually want to see I want to see Bubba Watson and Lexi Thompson go out there and play. I think that'd be entertaining. Shit, I think that's going to be pretty good. So if I had to put money on it, which I'm going to, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with like the sure win. Guys are just going to go out there and get it done. I'm going with Jason Kokrak, Kevin Ott, plus 550. I don't think Sam Burns, Billy Horschel, I know they're buddies. They're a couple idiots. They play great golf. I just don't. I mean, Billy Horschel and his overzealous positivity, he ain't going to do it, unfortunately. Jason Kokrak, Kevin Ott, I mean, the two complete opposite guys. Good God. One's hefty, one's breadstick-like. It should be fun. But I mean, shot in the dark, a guy who I think could go out there and win this thing. Jason Day, Mark Leishman, plus 800. Maybe. I like that. I think that's a top 3 pick. Jason Day, Mark Leishman at plus 800. And the group that you got to stay absolutely away from, that I don't want anything to do with, and it's going to shock most people, I'm staying away from Max Homa and Kevin Kisner at plus 700. I don't want anything to do with those guys. I can't imagine the hangover that these fuckers are going to have. I mean, I know Kevin Kisner plays with a great hangover, but Max Homa, young buck, I don't think he plays particularly well. He looks like a guy who drinks, a few pale ales, some hefty, thick beer. I just don't like him here in this event. Plus, it's a charity event. I don't know if they're going to take it too serious. I know Jason Kokrak and Kevin All want to win this thing. I just know they do. So looking forward to that. Bubba Watson, Lexi Thompson. Good God, we'll see how that officially, falls out. See if anything crazy. Last little thing that I wanted to touch on before we, we tune out here on this. There's not a lot going on in the golfing world. The one thing that that got brought up this last week at the Hero World Challenge, and it was something I would have saved to the end. Jordan Spieth, Henrik Stenson assessed a 2-stroke penalty from playing from the wrong tee box. What the hell is going on, guys? What are we doing? Now, there's a beautiful photograph, and it was clearly marked hole 17, hole 9. They mixed up the tee boxes from from day to day. And sure enough, it confused them. They were assessed a 2-stroke penalty, which did not matter. They came in dead last. No big deal. They both walked away with $100,000. But it's a little embarrassing, right? You got the PGA Tour players, guys. I mean, these are major championship guys. I mean, both have won the Open. What are we doing? And to be honest, the blame is really not even on them. I mean, first screw out. Where are the caddies at? Like, what are you doing? Or how about the other 4 volunteers that are walking around with signs and waters and the camera crew? I mean, they caught it on camera. Did no one say, hey guys, whoa, slow down, pump the brakes. What are we doing here? It's hole 9. Where's the tee box? Oh shit, it's over there. What are we doing? I mean, we're going to be able to give Jordan Spieth and Henrik Stenson a bunch of shit, but when it's all said and done, I feel like there's some fault on the other players. But thank God it did not affect the actual tournament. These guys were going to come in dead last no matter what. It didn't affect the actual end outcome because I'd have been pissed. Henrik Stenson appeared very pissed in the after interview, which you don't really get the after interview from the guys who come in dead last and came in last place like 3 hours before the rest of the guys came through. They were a bit animated. They explained that they hadn't done this before, and it was really too bad. It was kind of confusing for them, and it looked like the rest of the week. So just a little reminder this weekend when you're playing out to your local golf club, make sure you're teeing off the right boxes. And with that being said, guys, really appreciate it. I want you guys to have a beautiful holiday. We're coming up on the Christmas week. We are going to host another podcast YouTube show next week. Are we going to host one near Christmas? Not sure yet. We'll see. I appreciate everyone tuning in to our TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Reels. Thank you so much. If you're not already following, subscribing to those content reels, look out because Jeff and I have produced a bunch of content that we're going to produce we're going to dish out in the next couple weeks. Some shorter form, funny stuff. But we've got things like shit you don't say to a cart girl. We've got, I think there was a fight in there that we described. We talk about the things you don't buy other golfers, the things you don't want to, have in your bag. A lot of different things like cocktails. We cover all kinds of stuff, winter golf stuff. So look forward to that. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. And as always, hit bombs, attack pins, and aloha press. And we will see you next week. And cheers, guys.
Wearing all black,
Aloha. Here with JC and Jeff.
Ain't no time for school today.
hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut lob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with cart girls. They're better looking. They're serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo.
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.